Apparently, he wouldn't allow him to use the bathroom on his lunch break. So my son tried to go around, put my
Sir, you're a little bit of an overreach. You didn't even listen to the whole news. The mother said she acknowledged her child was in the wrong, but the teacher was in the wrong because it was during their lunch break, and the child wanted to go to use the restroom. And this is a common issue. Why prevent children from using the restroom? You don't know what type of medical condition they have. And there are some ignorant teachers, and cannot sit up here and justify that. You cannot justify him busting him in his lip. That can fly, but knocking his teeth out, that's an overreach. Even if the kid swung at him, he should have had the ability, as hard as he punched, he could have restrained him like most security guards in some schools that do have them. They restrain them. They do not do bodily force and injuries on children. You cannot justify that. The issue may be at home. The issue may be at school. I know for a fact a lot of times it's at school, and y'all trying to take up for these teachers like they wholesome. All teachers are not wholesome. There are some great teachers, but it's a whole bunch of rotten ones that makes horrible decisions. He thought about his fist more than his job. It's not like he did not know that he could not physically harm a child. He can protect himself, but he didn't have to do like he was going to war with him. I'm just saying. And he did not have to put his hands on him. He restrained that child. The child had every right to remove himself because that was an overreach behind going to the restroom. That wasn't I got in a fight with another kid. That was that the child just wanted to go use the restroom. And anyone that agreed with that bull crap, no, the news ain't said nothing different. The mother said that her child was in the wrong, but the teacher was in the wrong too. Period. It started out wrong with the teacher first when he restrained him, held him, preventing him from using the restroom. He didn't have no business touching him. He should have allowed him to go use the restroom. If he had a problem with kids going to the restroom, he should have written them up. Follow procedures. Do not go outside and create your own dramatic, unfortunate demise. You're wrong on this one. You're wrong. You don't even know what be going on in school systems. Sometimes teachers be having it out for certain students. And as soon as a child makes one turn, that's an opportunity to attack a child that they already had their eyes to pick at anyway. There's different scenarios that goes on in these school districts that you're not even worried about. These same teachers are in control of creating a criminal record as soon as they start school. And that's why I said y'all need to go do homeschool schooling. Yeah, some parents can't parent, some parents don't do what they supposed to do. But hunted on that situation, I'm not for that teacher on this situation. No, that teacher was in the wrong. He should have let him use the restroom. It wasn't like it was causing any harm for him to go pee pee. And anybody that have a problem with a child going pee pee is sick in the head. Do you know that cause children that has to use the restroom frequently? Let me give you this. Most kids have been either sexually abused, the reason they have to go, and their doctor has said that they have a weak bladder. Some of them have kidney and other illness that create where they have to go to the restroom a lot. You do not create more havoc in a child's life by preventing them from using the restroom. You don't know what's going on. And what's so crazy, sometimes parents have put it on record that their children have a urine, got to go to the restroom. And schools bypass what the doctors say. No. You got some of those teachers that just go make up rules that say go and call it strict, but it's ignorance. No, I'm not falling for that. There's a lot of good teachers, and that decision was not a wise one as that teacher. He was a horrible teacher that day. No, I'm not going and I'm not falling for it. Regardless what you think, I'm not following for it. And you got to understand, schools will try to get out of stuff but they have insurance to cover their child's tooth. But the point is, school districts be trying to bypass that. They don't want to give the parents their expenses back or what they paid on an injury that happened at school. So what you're saying, allow teachers to go around and knock the hell out of kids and it's okay. That's just like saying, well, bring the paddles back and let's start beating them again. No, no, no. It's either you have to learn how to protect yourself as an adult, pick and choose your wars, and I just don't think that was a war that he should have picked. You don't hinder nobody from using the restroom because the child could have pissed on himself right there in the school, right there in front of him, and he still would have had a problem with him. What you want to do? Pee on himself? What you want to do? You want him to shit on himself? That's what you're saying. See, you heard everything else but what actually occurred. See, when you analyze it, what was the root cause of that teacher getting out of character? Because the child wanted to go use the restroom. And what was the second incident happen? The teacher, when the child proceeded to walk, the teacher decided to put the superintendent, or whatever the hell he is, vice president, whatever his position is, he decided to put his hands on the student and hold him back and stop him from going. He did that. What happened afterwards? The kid swung at him. Did he knock his tooth out? No. The adult male knocked his teeth out like he was fighting a grown ass man. No, I ain't gonna be able to do that one.